You've got to get where you move people from the back seat to the passenger seat to the driver's seat. One of the great opportunities that we have as a leader that we often neglect and forget about is the ability to let somebody else step up and lead. As leaders, as kids pastors, as ministry leaders, as managers, whether it's in the secular or in the sacred, the ministry of the marketplace, when you're leading, it's easy to just want to grab that steering wheel and be in charge and not let go. But you've got to get where you move people from the back seat to the passenger seat to the driver's seat. And you've got to give up the wheel, hand over the keys, and let someone lead. And you know what? They may hit a curb along the way, but you know what? You're in good hands. You are releasing leaders. So let me ask you this. How well are you doing releasing leaders? How well are you doing releasing leaders? Maybe you've got a lot of people sitting in the back seat, and it's been a while since you've moved them to the passenger seat where they can get a closer look at what you're doing. And maybe it's been a while since you've let them sit in that driver's seat and take the keys. Maybe you look around and you're like, man, my back seat's empty. I don't have anybody in the back seat. Maybe what you need to do is get some people in the back seat, and you need to start thinking about recruiting volunteers. And then once you've got them in the back seat, you develop those volunteers. Recruiting volunteers is half the battle. You've got to develop those volunteers, move them into the passenger seat so they can see, then move them into the driver's seat, give them the keys, give them the steering wheel, and let them go. Right? You should always be deploying leaders. I should always be deploying leaders. If I'm doing everything myself, I'm not in a good spot. I'm not in a good spot. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your ministry. It's not healthy for your team.